Hey, welcome to another Flipcourt Media Tech Thing. Today I want to talk about a really exciting idea I had last night. It's about video editing, or more specifically audio editing. Now earlier this week, Nvidia released a new program called RTX Voice. And what this program does is basically use your graphics card on your computer to take the incoming stream from your microphone, process in real time using AI, and remove annoying noises like typing in a keyboard or a fan in the background or even noisy children. And then it cleans up the audio and sends it out over either a game streaming service like Twitch or even over an e-meeting over Zoom or something like that. Now initially I didn't give it much thought because 1, I don't have an RTX card, 2, I don't stream, and 3, if I'm going to be on a conference call, I can control the audio around here well enough. But then I saw a demo of this over on Linus Tech Tips where they got rid of all the things I just said, including like a air horn in the background. And the results were pretty good. The voice came through despite all of this noise, even banging on the table at the same time. And that got me thinking, what if you use this AI to clean up audio that you've already pre-recorded instead of live audio? Because when I'm out on location doing a travel vlog or a camping video or something like that, I am constantly fighting with outside noises, such as wind or loud air conditioning or people talking in the background. And I spend a stupid amount of time cleaning that up in Adobe Audition or Adobe Premiere. And the results can be hit or miss. And it also takes a lot of time. But if this AI can clean it up on one playthrough, then that would be something pretty special. And it turns out you don't even need an RTX graphics card currently. The RTX in RTX Voice is more of a branding than a requirement. Yeah, someone found out if you go and delete the check for are you an RTX card, you can actually make it work with a normal GTX card. So as long as you have a Windows machine with an Nvidia graphics card in it, sorry Mac users, it doesn't work for you this time, you can go in and modify the install file and get this program to work. Now RTX Voice is currently in beta and they may patch this exploit in the future, so go and download the installer now if you think you might be interested in doing this. Without further ado, let's go over to the computer and I'll show you how to do this. Alright, we're at my computer. It's been a while since I've worked with Windows, so I'm going to do my best to navigate cleanly. But this process to make the RTX Voice work with a GTX card should only take about 2 minutes. It's really simple. If you have an RTX card already, just go ahead and install it like normal. But first we need to come to this website here. This is my little cheat sheet. I will have it typed out in the video description down below. This is the beta website. So that's going to take us here where we can download it. At the time of recording, it is 4/27/20. The current version of the beta is 0.5.12.6, and that's the one that I know has this exploit in it. So if you're at all interested in trying this, make sure you go and download it now, just in case they decide to patch this fix and make it not work with GTX cards. So we'll just come back here to the website, and you do need to have driver 410.18 for your graphics card, which is a pretty old driver. If we look at what I currently have, I'm at 445.87. So if you have anything fairly recent, you should be okay. And then you just come down here and download the app, but I already have it. So we'll just get rid of those. So what's doing right now is unpacking the installation files packaged in this .exe into a temporary location on your C drive. Now it's going to fail when it tries to install this, but that's what we're expecting. Okay, so yep, Nvidia RTX Voice application is not supported by your existing GPU, and RTX enabled GPU is needed for the application to run. False. And the fact that it unpacked installation files onto our computer means we can go and edit those installation files. So we'll come here to the C drive, and we want this temp folder and RTX Voice, NVRTXVoice, go in there. And these are the instructions right here. And then NVAFX. And we want to come to this RTXVoice.nvi. So we need to open this up in a text editor, so you can use Notepad. I'm going to use my favorite Notepad++. And all we have to do is delete this block right here, this constraints block. And that's the check or the fail notification that says we don't have an RTX card. So if we delete that and delete that extra space and save, and it is in a protected area, so we need to switch to admin mode. Okay, now we can save and close that. Now we can go ahead and try to run it again, but don't run this because it'll overwrite what we just did. Instead, we're going to come here and just back out and run this setup.exe file, and that will use the modified file that we just updated. Okay. So now it's going to check. Oh, hey, it doesn't care that we don't have an RTX card. So let's go ahead and agree and continue. And so it finished installing, no problem. It did install two different things. So it installed the voice application, which is the app that we're going to use to control things. And then it also installed the RTX voice drivers to allow the computer to talk to. It created both a virtual input device and a virtual output device. They're just fake speakers and fake microphones that live only in software. Okay, so that's a little application there. We can close, well, while it's going, we can come here and back out. And normally this file would get deleted when it's installed, but because we were in it, it didn't get deleted, but we can delete that now so we don't have clutter. Okay, so here is the application. So it says NVIDIA RTX Voice uses AI to remove background noises from audio. That's what we're looking for. So what we first need to do is select the input device. This is the physical, the real input device. Now I'm not going to go into using a virtual device for a virtual device because if you are a game streamer or something like that, you already understand all of that and you don't need me to explain it. All I'm caring about is demonstrating how to pump audio into this system and have NVIDIA RTX Voice clean it up for us, hopefully. So what I'm going to do is take my MacBook here and play the noisy audio out of here into my real microphone port on my computer and then have it processed by this application, and hopefully it'll clean up the audio all in one go without me having to go into Audition and do noise capture prints and try to clean things up. So what this is then is the virtual input device for the RTX Voice, and we need to tell it where to look. So we're going to come here and select front mic, which is what I'm going to plug the MacBook into. And then we would click this if we want it to start processing and removing noise from the audio. I'm not going to click that yet because I want to get a fresh recording of the noisy audio before we start processing it. So this output device is where it's going to send audio coming into the RTX program out to. So you could pick another, streaming device, or we're going to pick actual speakers so we can listen to what we're doing. So if you have a program and you say go to the RTX Voice out, and then it's going to send it to whatever we select here so we can actually hear it. And so I have Task Manager open over here so you can see how much GPU this RTX Voice is actually using of our graphics card. And it's not very much. Right now it's not using any because we're not processing anything. This is just because I'm recording. So next we need to open up a program to record audio into. So I picked Audition. I need to modify my hardware. So for default input, we need to select this NVIDIA RTX Voice. This was an old install I did last night trying to figure this out. So that's why it's not working, because I've uninstalled that. But we will select the one I just installed, NVIDIA RTX Voice. So Audition is going to listen to that virtual microphone, and that virtual microphone is going to pass or process this real microphone. And then our output device, you would think you would be able to pick real speakers, which are these, and the Audition would just pass directly to it. That's how it works for all the other programs I tested this with. For some reason, Adobe Audition needs me to pass it to this NVIDIA RTX Voice as well. Don't know why, but I can't hear anything if I don't select that. So that's going to send it Audition to here and then out to our real speakers with no processing if I don't click that. So then I need to come here and do File, New Audio File. I've come up with 3 test files. The first one, I was in South Dakota in a building that had a really loud air conditioning unit above me, and it's just vibrating in the background nonstop. And I took me forever to clean it up is in the South Dakota travel vlog episode 1. Huge pain in the butt. So if this can clear that out and make it sound good, that would be awesome in the future. The second one is from a camping trip at Toadstool Park. There was a lot of wind there. I didn't have the proper microphone, so one of them has a little bit of wind, and then I picked another one that has a ton of wind that I can't, it almost clips my voice out, so that would be like a best case scenario if it can process that out. So we're going to call it very easy, easy, and hard. So this first one is going to be very easy. And that's the one with the air conditioner. Okay, so now I'm going to start playing on my Mac. It's going to go in through the microphone, go in through this, which is not going to be processed, and sent to Adobe Audition where it's going to be recorded. So here we go. Okay, so I have the raw recording. You can see these sections here, nothing but air conditioning buzz. But let's go to the RTX Voice now, and let's turn this on. I'm just going to leave noise suppression at maximum. Let's just give it its best chance. So now you can look over here and watch, see if the GPU percentage goes up at all based on this processing. So I'll start here and I will start recording again. So this is going to be the processed one. And already just looking at it, you can see black is good because black means no noise, and over here it was just solid noise from the air conditioning. So it's doing something. So that finished, and if we go and look, like this section right here, that looks pretty quiet compared to that. So I'm really looking forward to finding out if this is actually going to work. Okay, so I got the other two files loaded up here, but let's start with this very easy one. So that's the buzzing, and let's listen to just how bad that buzzing is. No real murals, some patterns. Okay, yeah, so like I said, that took forever to clean up. It also sounded like crap when I cleaned it up. Let's see how this does. Where was I? Somewhere right around here. All right. 1892. Holy crap. Wow. Like that sounded pretty good. There's some noise in the background here. That could be cleaned up with like a low pass filter because it's really high pitched, but it's way better than this. So that was pretty good. So like what I'd normally have to do to clean this audio up is, we'll take this original file and copy it over here, is I'd have to come in here and find some noisy spot like this where the buzz is going on. Come up here to noise reduction process, capture noise print, and then I'd have to select all of this and noise reduction process. Now I'm just going to completely remove it. Obviously you can tweak things, and a proper audio engineer could probably clean this up way better than me, but all this is trying to find out is it as good or better or easier than doing this manually. Obviously you normally wouldn't do 100%, but I'm just trying to get rid of everything. So if we come here and listen, it's still there. All right. 1892. Holy crap. Okay, so let's see here. All right. 1892. Holy crap. I mean, it's not bad. All right. 1892. Holy crap. This one probably sounds better right now because this has some high noise, this RTX one, but let's try a different spot. Corn stalks up top. You'd think. Okay, so there's a baby in the background. Let's see here. Corn stalks up top. You'd think. I didn't hear the kid at all. Let's try over here. Corn stalks up top. So yeah, so that's the thing, is doing it manually, we only remove the buzz. Whereas this, RTX Voice is constantly using AI to process out anything that doesn't sound like your voice. And so it completely got rid of that kid.
Corn stalks up top. Stalks up top.
So that's already pretty good because it's cleaned up more than just the buzzing. It's cleaned up noisy audio. So if you have people talking in the background, hopefully it'll blur that out. So that's enough of this one. Let's jump to one with wind. Wind is a huge problem for me doing all of the travel vlogs and camping things. So let's check out this one. So this one is the original and this here is the cleaned up one. Just going to increase the volume on that a bit.
We continue on the road. It's Hudson Mang, whatever that is. We passed by it on our way in.
Okay, so that's pretty bad, pretty hard to listen to. Let's try right here.
If we continue on the road, it's Hudson Mang, whatever that is. We passed by it on our way in. Otherwise, Toadstool Park Campgrounds. Yes, we knew we needed to go back that way, but...
Wow, that was pretty good.
We just came from that way. The 3.1.
Holy cow. I'm blown away by that. Like, that is so... Wind is such a pain in the butt to clean up because you have to do like a high-pass filter to take out the low rumble. Sometimes you have to come in here and, delete the lowest parts. But since I have a deep voice, it starts to chop off my own voice. That is... I would publish that over trying to clean it myself.
We just came from that way, the 3.1 miles.
Obviously, it's distorted because the recording is distorted. You're not going to get perfect audio, but is it less annoying to listen to?
If we continue on the road, it's Hudson Mang, whatever. If we continue on the road, it's Hudson Mang, whatever.
Okay, so now let's move over to the hard one. This hard one, the wind was blowing about 30 miles per hour. I was trying to talk about toadstools, how they're formed, and if you listen to the original, there are parts where you can barely even hear the words I'm saying.
Stone caps, like chimney rock and toadstools and stuff. Preventing the rain from completely washing out the pillars.
Okay, so I said pillars at the end there. Let's see here.
Sandstone caps. Yeah, like chimney rock and toadstools and stuff. The rain from completely washing out the pillars.
That's not bad. The word pillars, I mean, that was at least legible. You can kind of hear it here.
Pillars.
I mean, that's like worst case scenario.
Sandstone caps. Yeah, like chimney rock and sandstone caps. Yeah, like chimney rock and toadstools and stuff. Chimney rock and toadstools and stuff.
I mean, it didn't have anything there because it was almost drowned out here. But I mean, that audio, either way, I think is almost unusable and have to do a voiceover on it. But overall, for this program, this RTX Voice to be in beta, I think there's a lot of potential. They're going to continue. You can, I think, go on there and help them train their AI, and it's only going to get better at processing out background noises. And so I think this is legitimately going to be a possibility in the future. I have a feeling Adobe is already doing something like that as well, using AI to process out things. They'll call it like their smart erase of audio, like they have in Photoshop. But I think that's a pretty fun idea. Definitely going to keep this in mind as I start to edit out noisy things and possibly run it through here just to see if in one shot, one go, I can clean it up without having to go in there and manually tweak a whole bunch of settings. That's going to do it for this episode. If you appreciated the information in this video, please click that thumbs up button. Helps other people find the video when they're looking for this type of thing. And I don't think a whole lot of people are looking for this type of thing, so help share it out with other people, because I think for once I had an original idea. And while you're at it, click the subscribe button down there so you don't miss out on any of the future tech videos, camping videos, travel vlogs, or other type of things that I do. But until next time, I'm doing what I love. Keep doing what you love. Thanks for watching.